Hello everyone, welcome to Southwest Aviation Tours. I am your host Liam Hunt, and this is a documentary about airports in the southwest of the United Kingdom. The first airport we will visit will be RNAS Yeovilton. This is an active military base in the heart of Yeovil. It is home to the Wildcat helicopter and the Merlin Mk4 helicopter, and is the 815 Naval Air Squadron home. The second airport will be Bristol International Airport, which is a bit further up north. This is southwest 7 miles of Bristol city centre and is the economic visual gateway to the aviation sector in the southwest at the minute. It is the busiest airport in the southwest, home to 10.8 passengers per annum visiting and departing and arriving every single year, travelling through Bristol Airport. Hello, my name is Liam Hunt and this is Southwest Aviation Tours. The first airport will be RNAS Yeovilton.
Welcome to the home of the Wildcat and Merlin helicopter. This is RNAS Yeovilton, and I am privileged to be here. Here is a little introduction about this airport. Royal Naval Air Station Yeovilton, commonly known as RNAS Yeovilton or HMS Heron, is one of the Royal Navy's 2 principal air stations alongside RNAS Culdrose, and serves as a vital hub of maritime aviation in Somerset, England. Officially commissioned in June 1940, it is one of Europe's busiest military airfields, housing over 100 aircraft, including the Wildcat Maritime Force, the Commando Helicopter Force, aka the Merlin Mk4, and also training units, supporting around 1,675 service personnel and 2,000 civilians. RNAS Yeovilton is crucial for modern carrier-focused operations, providing training, engineering, and ultimately, immediately global deployment capability for the fleet arm. It is home to more than 100 aircraft operated on both frontline squadrons and training units.
Will, very good to see you. Thanks for coming down to see us. I recently appointed Chief Executive of Navy Wings, the Fly Navy Heritage Trust. My sort of day-to-day role is managerial. I don't fly, sadly, anymore. So I am principally responsible for keeping the show on the road, always looking for ways to raise money. We are a self-supporting charity, so everything that we do is funded through fundraising and the generosity of the general public. And my role is to basically ensure that income keeps coming in and to look after our people. Well, it comes down to the charitable aims, which is to maintain this living memorial to Fleet Air and personnel of the past and indeed of the present. We fly the aircraft. Everything in this hangar either flies or will fly, so it's very different to a museum. And we use that to send out to displays and shows and functions around the UK to present that memorial to those in the past that have given the ultimate sacrifice, but also to do a little bit of education about naval aviation and the fleet arm itself, and as part of all that, to tell the story through flying our aircraft of the exploits of those people, the men and women of the fleet arm through the past, and looking to the future, of course.
Question number 3. What made you start or join this company to become CEO of Navy Wings?
Well, it's a lot of luck, right place, right time. I retired from the Navy after 40 years a couple of years ago. Was going through a sort of a transition to civilian life, as it were, looking for what to do, and an opportunity came up here as a deputy chief executive at the time. I thought, wow, it keeps me sort of connected with naval aviation, with the Royal Navy itself. It's charitable. I was sort of looking at semi-retirement. I'm full-time, as it happens. And it just fitted together, and it means a lot to me, having spent 40 years working with and in the Fleet Air Arm, now to support it in a sort of charitable role.
Thank you. Number 4, what's your current opinions on aviation in general now?
In the UK or more broadly? It's aviation in the UK is an incredible thing. So much of what we all see now comes from innovation and technology that the Brits invented at the end of the day. And so aviation broadly is a very exciting area anyway. Specifically in the UK, we still have some incredible aviation aeronautical expertise, and we are still world leaders in many areas, and it's just a very exciting, very interesting sector to be working in.
What's your main objective with Navy Wings?
Well, it's to keep the charity going is the main objective at the end of the day, and we want to go out to the general public and do that sort of education piece and that memorial piece on a much broader scale. I think whenever people look at an aircraft in the sky, they think, oh, Royal Air Force. Wrong. There is a naval element to aviation, military aviation as well. And there are a lot of incredible, brave things that people have done. Some incredible people doing an incredible job in the past and indeed in the future. And indeed at the present. And so it is just trying to get that message out to the general public on a much broader scale. You could say naval aviation is quite niche, it's quite limited, and we just need to make sure that people understand what the Fleet Air Arm has done and is doing.
Sounds good. Number 6. Do you prefer modern or older aviation?
I think I have a soft spot for antique aviation, the things you see in this hangar. I think there's something very evocative about the sort of the look, the smell, and the sound of them. Jet aircraft, helicopters and that sort of thing. I was a helicopter pilot myself, are all great, but I have a particular penchant for old aeroplanes.
Sounds good. Number 7, what hobbies do you enjoy doing when you're not in the office?
Well, I say, having taken the sort of flying helmet off, I put a life jacket on now and I enjoy my sailing. It's a sort of, there's a sort of similar sort of roughness to it that you have to sort of put up with the elements. And it's slightly technical, less so possibly than flying, but no, it's something that I'm very, very fond of.
Sounds interesting. Question number 8. What would you like to achieve with Navy Wings in the near future? I've put in brackets here, end of the 2020 decade.
Okay, so we're talking sort of the next 5 years, aren't we? Yeah, that's a really good question. To get everything in this hangar flying, we've got a couple of projects that are prioritised. I'd love to see it all out and about there. I'd love to, say, expand our sort of supporter base and get more people to see and understand what we do. The most important thing, I think, in the next 5 years, over in the back of the hangar, over there, is our second swordfish, which at current is a kit of parts a bit like an airfix kit, and we need, and I want, to get that back in the air in the next couple of years, because our venerable swordfish 5856 there needs some pretty deep, tender, loving care in about 2 years, and we'll have to take her out of flying condition and hopefully replace her with the other one.
Sounds good. And the last question is, what's one thing / piece of advice you would say to the younger generation of an aviation audience?
I think get involved, go for it. It is, as I said, it's the most exciting sort of sector you can get involved with. Any young man, any young woman who looks out and sees aeroplanes must sort of surely have a little sort of inkling saying, wow, that looks fascinating. There's lots of opportunity out there. It's not the easiest sector to get into, we all know that, but there are opportunities, and if you want to get involved, follow your dream and go for it.
What are your duties in a day of the life look like as a Navy Wings pilot?
So Navy Wings pilots are not full-time. We fly when required. So I probably come down here in the summer once a week, and in the winter not very much at all. So I would come down maybe today. We had some passengers to fly. At other times it might be just to be practicing our display flying. This Wasp helicopter is used for air displays throughout the summer. And so often at weekends I'll come down, take the Wasp away, go off to various air shows, sometimes come back in the evening, and other times we stay away at the air shows. I'm lucky enough that I've got a big field next to my house. I take it away in the summer, and if we've got air shows up north, I can keep it in the field.
That's all right. Number 2, as a pilot, what's your current opinions on aviation in 2026? Can you give me some good opinions on it and some bad, well, a little bit worse opinions on it?
Do you mean military aviation or?
In general.
Well, civil aviation has boomed. Airlines have been recruiting madly for a while, pilots, and there are more and more aircraft in the sky. Airspace around Britain has become quite clogged. As more and more airspace has been designated, and light airplanes don't have as many places to fly as they used to. Military aviation, on the other hand, has shrunk. When I was in the Navy, there were around 500 pilots. Now I think we're down to a couple of hundred. When I was in the Navy, you went frontline after 2.5 years of training. I spoke to a young pilot recently who'd been in the Navy for 8 years and had only just gone frontline. The chances of flying are more limited than they used to be in the military because it's a smaller operation.
Thank you. Number 3. What's your favourite thing about the company? And this is, I mean, like, what's your favourite thing about Navy Wings?
Well, I mean, just look at the aircraft behind me. People say, do they pay you? To which my answer is always, no, they don't pay me, but I don't pay them either. I get to come and fly this 60-odd-year-old aircraft, fly it around the country, air display it. I fly the Chipmunk, which is just over here. I've flown the Tiger Moth, the Harvard, which is just over there as well. And I get to fly all these beautiful airplanes, and it costs me nothing. I think it's a real privilege to be able to fly these old airplanes. And flying a helicopter, quite different from flying a fixed-wing plane, it's a wonderful thing to do. You can go forwards, backwards, up, it's just great.
All right, thank you for that. Number 4. What's your favourite activity when you're not flying / in the cockpit?
Well, I'm a retired British Airways pilot, so for 32 years I flew large airliners. I'm retired from that now, and I'm into old cars, so I guess old machinery is my thing. I've got old cars, I've got a little collection of old cars I try and keep on the road, and I've also got a Chipmunk like this one just to one side of us, so I fly that.
Thank you. Number 6, if you had one piece of advice for your younger / future aviation audience, what would you give them?
If they wanted to be a pilot, do you mean?
Aviation rules.
So you could do a lot worse than joining the military first. First of all, it costs around £100,000 to actually train as a pilot in civilian life. If you go through the military, you get it all for free and they pay you. So my advice would be go through the military, and then if you want to go into civil aviation, go from there.
All right, and the last question, are you happy with your job at Navy Wings as a pilot?
Well, I don't consider it a job. As I said earlier, I consider it a privilege. So I don't work. I'm a retired pilot, so I don't work for money. I don't fly for money. I come here and donate my time as a volunteer to fly these lovely old airplanes.
To the Southwest Aviation Tours documentary. We have our guests today, Ollie.
Hello. Hello, Liam.
And Robbie.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about some topics, including Bristol, Yeovilton, and other commercial military aviation stuff. Okay, moving on to Yeovilton. We're going to talk about, do you guys prefer military or commercial aviation in general at the moment?
Probably commercial for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree, because military, it's very, very hit and miss.
Yeah.
And it's completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
But it's high risk, high reward, so it
Yeah,
can go really well. But overall, commercial is a lot more relaxed. It's less stressful. You know exactly what's coming in and out.
You've got flight radar to check all the flights
Yeah.
coming and stuff. You know exactly what's going to happen. Military, most of it is just unknown.
Yeah.
There's last minute calls.
Yeah, that's actually a good point actually.
Yeah.
Do you think the technology, like the radar apps and ATC radios, are beneficial for the plane community? Like, yeah, I think that's a good little thing to say about. Okay, let's move on to Yeovilton. What do we think about Yeovilton, Ollie?
It's a cool little place, unpredictable, fun. If you love your helicopters and military action, it's very good. Yeah, quite often go down there. Well, I live in Bristol, so I do make my way down there sometimes, about once every 3 weeks or so. Normally see a lot of retired fellas down there, plane spotting. Well, not plane spotting, helicopter spotting.
Like
Yeah,
Chris Barnes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's another guy called Michael Coombs. Don't know if you know him, but he's the retired air traffic controller at Yeovilton.
Ah,
So
yeah.
he used to be part of the NATS group
Yeah.
for Yeovilton, and he brought in like the old Sea Vixens and the Chipmunks and all the older planes in.
Yeah,
And
that's wicked.
I think he retired in 2018 or something.
Okay.
Just after the Wildcat became the main helicopter and the Merlin and stuff. So yeah, that's like the main bit of Yeovilton. Obviously, you have to, if you want to know like more about each plane, you have to on flight radar. I know you've got to pay like 30, 40 quid a year if you want to know like weather and like the history of each plane. So I would say if you're more like a serious person that is like photography or something like that, then it's probably worth it. But if you're just a general watcher, then I would have a think about it before you buy it. That's what I personally say. Guys, got any thoughts on that? Or
What, flight radar costs?
yeah, like just general in like apps on like external apps that help you plane spot. Like
I would say
radios.
more
and
military planes on radar.
Yeah.
Depending on how like private is, like the B1s for example, I understand.
Yeah,
Because they're like
They're obviously,
top secret.
war. And
Yeah.
all that. What do you think about the spots there?
Oh, the spots at Yeovilton, I couldn't really complain to be honest. I think they got some really good spotting locations. Hill Lane, you pretty much get a view of almost everything. You got the whole runway. Under 04.
08 is pretty good.
Under 08 is really good as well.
Yeah, like
I think.
and the little bit where like the little bay that you park in,
Yeah.
and like where that fence
Oh,
is, and they
that's
go up and
really
do the
good.
helicopter with like the sandbags and stuff.
Oh, the hover checks they do there. It's pretty cool to watch them as well. Sometimes you literally spin around in circles.
Yeah.
Pilot gets dizzy. Yeah, it's a cool little place.
Yeah.
But it is hit and miss. Obviously, it's unpredictable because it's military, so sometimes you go there.
It's not on
you
radar.
don't get
no.
much. a bit annoying. Well, it's annoying for spotters, but I do understand they don't operate on weekends. A lot of people want to go down on a weekend.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a weekday operated airfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's underrated.
There is some action on the weekend, but it's not as busy.
It's
there could
nowhere
be like
near,
one or
yeah.
two Wildcats on the weekend compared to like 10 in one day on a weekday.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's more intense sometimes. You get about a couple of
20.
Yeah.
There is
something like
100 aircraft based at Yeovilton.
that. Yeah, exactly.
So
there is another air
there's
base just down the road in it's actually
Merrifield.
Yeovil. Yeah.
Merrifield. No,
not
Westlands. Westlands.
Yeah, that's where they. Oh, that's where they actually create the helicopters.
Yeah, Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they've made an agreement with them recently.
Just got the £1 million contract.
Yeah,
to build
that's
some more.
really good. I think they were going to close it, weren't they, and shut it down.
But yeah.
Bristol, Yeovil.
In general, what do we think about people who want to get into plane spotting? Right.
Yeah.
How would you say to start off with?
Start off with. A lot of people go with the camera. It depends what you're into. If you're really in photography, definitely get a second-hand camera. That's really good.
Yeah. I've got old DSLR.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of people I know have done. If you're into sort of social media, TikTok and stuff, probably go ahead and get like, I don't know, a good phone. You don't really need a camera these days. You've got good technology with the S25. iPhone's also really good as well.
Yeah, anything in the last sort of like 5-6 years.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on your budget really. If you have a you know low budget, then
If you have a low budget,
start
just use
with-
what you have,
just use what you have.
and you'll eventually get like
You can work
first
with your
video
own-
on TikTok. It always does well. It always does well, and then you just got to be consistent, haven't you?
Yeah, you
just
got
gotta
to be
keep
so
posting.
consistent. Yeah, that's
and
with my
that's
account.
probably where most people quit. Like they say, "Oh, I only got 300 views." Oh,
Yeah,
and then they got
exactly.
3,000 views, and then they do another one, and then it gets 100 views again. So
You
they
just
think
gotta
they're
be
going up, and then they go back down
consistent.
again.
Find new
The
find new
low bits,
ideas.
the lowest bits is honestly where you get the most growth, because then you realise what I'm doing wrong,
Yeah.
and then you check, and then you think, oh, I'm doing that wrong. Post the next one. About 100,000 views.
Exactly, yeah. Sometimes you got for aviation add a bit of comedy. If you find new ideas, if you're like going into these dips, like I'm going down on a 300 view jet at the moment. As soon as you add a bit of like, as soon as
Say,
I
like you say,
use a new
there's
idea,
a plane landing,
yeah,
and you put a keyword in, like, watch this nervous pilot come into land,
yeah,
or
exactly.
something like that, or watch as this pilot battles
That
this
normally
gust
gets
wind.
more views. Text on screen, I've learned, is
Text
very,
on screen is
very
good.
useful.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Sometimes you don't need it, but on most occasions you probably could need it really. Get some more views, people actually stop to read the video description.
Yeah,
And,
get more watch time.
yeah.
So yeah,
But I'd say as well, what I do to get more views is I make some more dramatic videos, like add a bit of my editing twist to it, like EasyJet taking off in Taxiway Golf the other day, that got 155k.
nice.
And also use the old viral videos you got, maybe make into a sort of like a little compilation video about the craziest.
Make sure you add when you post a video. Make sure you add it to your story straight after, because it gives you like new followers to watch. Like not followers, but gives you new people that are in the similar audience as your followers that watch the content.
That's one thing I need to do actually. Put a story in every time I
Add a
post a video.
story. No,
Yeah.
I've done it, and it's really good.
Welcome to Bristol International Airport, the biggest and the heart of air travel in the southwest. Located 7 nautical miles southwest of the city centre, Bristol Airport serves as the primary gateway to southwest England, handling over 10.5 million passengers annually as of last year, 2025. Established in 1930 at Whitchurch and later moving to the former RAF Lowesgate Bottom site in 1957. The airport has evolved from a small municipal airfield into a bustling international hub and the 8th busiest in the UK at the moment, with major operating bases for EasyJet and Ryanair, with also Jet2 and TUI offering more package holiday side of it. The airport acts as a vital commercial link operating 24/7 to connect passengers across Europe and beyond. As the gateway continues to grow, it faces the modern challenge of balancing increased passenger demand with sustainability and community impact, with a master plan into the future to bring bigger planes and better destinations. as we begin to hit 12 million passengers per annum. The airport also hosts many community events and says on their website their motto is "Amazing Journeys Start Here." This is to represent what is their goal for the past, now and the foreseeable future. Bristol Airport is a busy and modern airport located in the southwest of England. The airport has a sleek design and offers a wide range of services to make flying easier and more enjoyable. With various shops, restaurants and lounges, it provides a comfortable experience for passengers waiting for their flights. Bristol Airport is also known for its friendly staff who are always ready to help travellers with information and support. As a key hub for both domestic and international flights, it plays an important role in connecting people and places, making it a vital part of the community and the region's economy.
Okay. So the first question for all of you, right, is what is your thoughts on the expansion of Bristol Airport?
I think it's going to have a positive impact for the airport
Yeah.
because many routes across Central Asia,
Yeah.
like Dubai, Qatar, are in high demand.
Yeah.
So expanding the airport and the runway will allow bigger planes to land,
Yeah.
and also have an opportunity for those passengers that want to go across to the Middle East
Yeah.
to do that.
There are some,
lovely contribution, Robbie.
there are some negatives though to that as well.
Oh, a little bit of
Because-
50-50 there. Okay,
Because
like that.
there are protesters at Felton Common Field,
Yeah.
and there are people who live there, and they don't like the disruptions from the noise, and also there are some other things like the runway lights that
Yeah.
are causing too much of a problem for them.
Yeah.
So
Especially like when they say like there's going to be more than 100,000 flights a year and they're going to increase the amount
Yeah.
of night flights as well. That's obviously going to disrupt the local communities. When it gets into like the later flights and they're coming in lower, it's obviously going to cause a lot more noise disruption. Might be finding it hard to go to bed and stuff if it's like 11, 12 o'clock coming in. And yeah, that's the negatives and positives of the Bristol Airport expansion, guys.
we don't know yet. We'll have to
Um,
wait and see.
It is currently being submitted to the local council. So there'll be some people that are against it and people that are for it. Let's go back to the two airports. Let's just say a simple question. Would you rather go to Bristol or would you rather go to Yeovilton? Obviously it depends on what you like. Do you like helicopters or do you like passengers, package holidays?
That's a hard question.
Personally, I would go Bristol
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
closer to me and there's a lot more variety than just
I would
Rob's,
heavily say
Wildcats
Bristol, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Merlins.
I think
Get the occasional Texan and the Hawk, but it's it's like just like Robbie. I was messaging
And
Robbie
F-35
yesterday.
is one that you want
Yeah.
I
to
said it looks like a good day. The refueling jet from Bryce is out, but
Nothing
then he
happened.
literally went to like in between Amsterdam and like Norwich and just did circles in the sea with a typhoon. I thought he was going to bring that typhoon to you, but
yeah, and it's just so hit and miss.
yeah,
Yeah.
Some days though at Yeovilton, some days it can be non-stop all day.
Yeah.
That's why I
I've seen
love
this
it there as
before.
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been extremely lucky going there. I've been there like 4 times and
Yeah.
it's been
every time it's been good. Yeah,
it's been really good.
yeah.
Yeah. But I
So,
see
yeah.
when it's like proper when it's dead and
sometimes
it
it
stops.
can be quiet.
Bristol
Yeah.
would be better. Yeah.
Bristol would be miles better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All
Just
right.
think the aircraft action at Bristol is quite good. Different bit of variety.
Yeah.
There's a storm and stuff, and I go live streaming up there.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Love
really
it.
cool catching the
Yeah.
pilot skills during
Yeah, and
storm
you get a
weather.
lot more. You get a lot more pilot waves up Bristol than Yeovilton.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say there's more opportunities.
And when there's
isn't
like special charters in like the C-130 Dreamliner,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
unbeatable. Especially the C-130.
You can get so close.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
close.
That
especially
was
with
insane.
Southside as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Southside, yeah. Anything Southside is good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what the other people say.
Yeovilton is underrated though, very underrated.
I would
100%.
expect
Not many people go there.
I would expect most people to say Bristol, but
Yeah.
then obviously if they like military, they're gonna 100% say Yeovilton, even if you don't live that close
Yeah.
to it. Like
Yeah. Anyone local here would
Anything,
literally say Yeovil.
like-
Yeah, I'm a lot closer to Bristol.
Like Yeovilton,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand. Merlin, go right over your head. But you've got more. Every time a plane takes off, if you go to Winter's Lane, you're going to see it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like a helicopter could go down 08 and you couldn't even see it.
It could
I
take
just
off
think-
from anywhere.
Yeah, literally. I think with Yeovilton, it's really fun how unpredictable it is.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
It's really
It's
annoying
fun
at
if
the
you're
same
lucky.
time.
If you're lucky.
But if you're lucky,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so good.
The
Yeah.
emotions
You
that
just
you get
don't
at
know.
Yeovilton are better than Bristol.
Yeah.
Like you know what's going to happen at Bristol. Like, even though I check my phone every day, like when I wake up, first thing I do, flight radar, see if there's anything special at Bristol, just
Yeah.
in case I like want to
90%
go
of the time
college
it's just
and go
yeah.
Bristol, get the plane. Like the other day, there was a Gulfstream, Qatar Gulfstream there, and it looked really nice. But obviously, I think it came in at about 8 o'clock at night, so
Yeah.
there was no point going.
Yeah.
It was pitch black. But yeah, the specials at Bristol can be good, but also the specials at Yeovilton can be good as well.
We've had
Yeah.
C-17s and A400s
Yeah,
at one
C-17,
time.
A400, yeah.
So I would argue it depends on if you want more emotion, go Yeovilton, and like mystery, go Yeovilton.
Yeah.
If you don't really care what you see, go to Bristol, and if you like the views and stuff, go Bristol. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. With Ollie, our guest here,
Yeah. Hello.
about aviation in general and the 3 airports, and also we'll talk about social media as well. Like,
Yeah.
because Ollie's pretty popular on TikTok, guys. Make sure you go give him a follow.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't forget to follow Lee
he
and
met
Aviation.
he met at the Sky Squad TV the other day. Unfortunately, I couldn't go because I had an illness.
Bit poorly.
But I missed 2 Dyson jets, which is really annoying. But oh well.
And 2
Anyway,
helicopters.
we move on with that. We don't
Yes.
talk about that.
It's just unfortunate.
How are we
but yeah.
feeling about Bristol at the minute, Ollie? Are we feeling good? Are we feeling that it's going to be becoming a very, very
Yeah,
global? It's going to
positive.
be becoming a global airport, not international.
Yeah, global.
Global.
Like all across the world, you can fly to Antarctica from there.
It's
Asia,
gonna be
potentially even Australia could get
Actually,
Qantas.
to be fair, you actually probably could.
Yeah.
If you got a city hopper from Bristol to Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam to Sydney, or Amsterdam to Dubai, Dubai to Sydney.
Yeah. What's it called? Connecting flights.
Emirates.
Or connecting flights.
But yeah, guys, how are you feeling about the 6 weeks of jet fuel left, apparently, Ollie? Like,
Yeah, 6 weeks.
How are you going to be able to film all your content if there's no jet plane, if there's
Me-
no jet fuel?
I went to Heathrow a couple of days ago. Got
Heathrow?
loads of videos from there, and hopefully I'm going to just store them. So I'm going to gradually post them, but yeah, they don't get many views. So
No.
just more
I
live
don't
streams. I
understand.
guess.
I don't understand. Bigger plane, less views.
Yeah.
Little plane, big views. Don't understand
Private
it.
jet video the other day. Caught Bristol Airport, got 150k.
Christ,
And then
not
he
that
filmed
dicey,
me.
man.
Emirates A380, or I got Singapore. That's normally the one that gets the most. Got about 300 views.
Free views.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Heathrow's just so popular, I guess, that people watch videos a lot from there, so they just get bored of it and just don't
Yeah,
watch. I feel that that's all it is. Bristol's
Yeah.
quite unique in a sense of, for example, Winter's
So,
Lane, very popular.
we're in the heart of Somerset right now. We are in the heart of Somerset. We're
Street
in
is in the heart of Somerset.
Glastonbury Street is the
Yeah.
heart of it. Somerset that
Top
one.
lad.
So, aviation within that area is quite restricted. It's Bristol, Yeovilton, or Exeter, or Campbell, right? That's the 4 airports. How are we feeling about those 4? How are we feeling
Ooh.
about those 4?
I'd say Exeter is on the decline.
I would say Exeter is underrated.
Underrated, but
Underrated.
very good during air shows.
Spitfire and Dakota there the other
Yeah.
day. Exeter Plain Sport. I got
Exeter's become more of a base now for like
that. Military.
military stuff, but also like air
There's
show.
so many touch and goes last week.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
they're using it as a practice base for the
C-17s,
C-17s.
A400s.
Yeah.
Like there was about 10 last week.
Wow.
I just came in for about 4 or 5 little touch and goes. Went back to Bryce.
Mm.
And I always find out that they use Yeovilton as like their turning point back to
Yeah,
Bryce.
that's it.
They
They head
always use
straight
it.
down to Yeovilton. As soon as you get to Yeovilton, they turn off a different
They
direction.
turn, yeah.
And then
And
normally
if,
about
if
5,000
they're low,
feet.
then it can be quite good for the plane spotters.
Yeah.
But
Oh, there was one occasion. One did do a touch and go at Yeovilton back about a month ago or so, back in the winter.
yeah.
Robbie, which is RJ Aviation, follow me on TikTok. He did catch an amazing video of an A400 coming in and literally firing back up into the sky.
Oh yeah, I remember
about,
that.
About
yeah.
200 feet. I
And he
think
got
it
the
was.
F-35.
And the F-35 wave, that was
Yeah.
insane. So
how are we feeling about the military stuff at the minute?
military stuff, I think it's really exciting.
As a commercial person, you're more.
Yeah.
aren't you?
I've really
You're
took
tapping into the military,
note.
aren't you?
I've really took note of the military stuff. I'm not normally a huge fan. I still love military stuff. A400s, almost nothing could beat an A400. I love them.
Yeah.
But recently, there's been so much with Fairford. It's exploded with Trump giving permission to Keir Starmer to use the base in Fairford. As soon as that happened, it has completely changed. Tons of B1s. I think we had 15 at one point. B52s coming over. C130s. It is just gone.
I'm the
mad.
one at Bristol. I remember that.
Yeah, that was crazy as well.
Yeah.
Polish Air Force C130.
What would you say the general community at the minute? Obviously with the Felton Common likes, right?
Yeah, a bit
community,
of a split community, I think. Really,
What-
got one
If
side.
I asked a load of people that weren't interested, would you say that they like aviation or they're more against it? They
So
hate
let's
it?
just say you're asking the locals.
say
to
a random 75-year-old,
Yeah.
right? That
Aye.
doesn't have, that's not near an airport. He lives in like, I don't know, Bath, right?
Yeah.
And I say, do you like aviation? Without knowing any background,
Yeah.
do you think he would say, yeah, I love it, it's great?
He probably
What
would
do you
say I
think
love
he'd
it.
say?
He'd probably say like, I don't know. You don't know.
If he was a retired pilot, he would say otherwise. But,
Yeah.
and also, I do think,
Some people obviously go for like climate change and stuff. Like they think it's a negative impact having planes in the sky. But that's what some people think anyway.
yeah,
So they will literally say they absolutely hate it. They hate the noise of the planes.
How
It
low they
disrupts
go,
the
yeah.
wildlife. How low they go
especially
and
when
stuff.
they turn over Bath, and because I live in Pensford,
Yeah, true.
I'm over the flight path, so if I didn't like planes, I would be against it.
If I was, I would say if someone's really not interested in aviation and they live on a flight path, they would definitely say no. They would say they absolutely
They
hate
would say,
it.
and I would say, why? And they would say, too noisy. Or they would say like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
too low, why couldn't it be a bit higher or something like that?
Yeah.
But then obviously those
Why
pilots,
can't
those
they be less
pilots
frequent?
are in a little glass window object flying at
They're not gonna know, are they?
3,000 feet, and they're not going to care about the
Little
interest
locals
of
underneath.
one person.
Yeah, exactly.
As two people here, right, I would personally say that more people would say that they like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say they wouldn't know much about it, but
I
they would
think-
say
yeah.
they when they see a plane in the sky, they'll go, oh look, it's a plane in the sky. But yeah,
They'd probably be quite interested.
I think people get annoyed with
like
the
my
contrails.
granddad, he didn't know anything about planes.
Yeah.
Never been on a plane, doesn't ever want to go on a plane.
I think they just want to learn
But
more.
he
don't
said, Liam, what's that plane in the sky? I want to know what that is. And I said, well, that's an EasyJet, A320. Going to probably like Spain or
they?
France.
Spain or France.
Or Italy or Greece or Turkey or something.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, that's quite interesting. So I would say that depending on the target audience you're asking, if it's more younger people, I would say yes. If I would say older people, I would say not sure. Some might say yes,
Yeah,
some
exactly.
might say no.
'Cause-
Thank you
Thank
for coming
you
on,
for
Ollie.
listening. Pleasure to have you doing.
Make sure you watch to the end of the documentary. Cheers then, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was actually good.